Hi loves, welcome back to my channel. Yeah, I'm jumping right into it. I'm just going to show you the products that I'll be using to just get a wash and go. Well, one of the products is not a product that I normally use for wash and go, but because one of the products I ran out of, so I'm just gonna kind of wing and just see how it works out. And I mentioned this back in like videos years ago, but this is like one of my favorite gels to use for wash and goes. They had stopped selling it by my local beauty supply store, and I actually put my sister onto this, so she liked it. So she asked the guy at the beauty supply store, is it possible for them to get this back in? They actually did. How much I love this gel. My sister actually gave me this for Christmas. That's how much I love this gel. I couldn't find it at any of my local beauty supply stores, so she bought this for me for Christmas, and she got it online at Ampro site, and so that's what she purchased this at. And then I'm gonna use Form. So I haven't used this product in a while too. I even forgot I had this product. So it's a curl cream. So it's a soft hold. So I'm going to add this with the gel. And typically I like to use my Shine and Gem Honey for wash and goes, just because it'll weigh my curls down so I can get more length. And also I like the moisture and conditioning agents that's in that product, so it keeps my hair soft and shiny. So that's the reason why I like to use that particular product, not just for slick backs or braids, but also for wash and goes, because it weighs the hair down and it gives me this glossy look on my curls that I enjoy looking at. So, but I don't have any more necklace finder to use it on, so I'm going to use Form Curl Cream. And I can't even remember how this product really worked in my hair, because I used it, I want to say, a couple of years ago, so I can't recall that. But guys, yeah, I mean, I don't typically post a lot anyway, but this video here was kind of like the next video. I just didn't know what to post, because, you know, with all the events that's going on in the world, it's like, what do you post? You know, everything happened so fast, so it was just kind of one of those things like, what do you post? And then I didn't feel comfortable just coming back on YouTube, just posting regular old hair stuff and not addressing what's been going on. And I mean, and I'm pretty sure for the ones who haven't yet came out publicly, you know, if you're on YouTube discussing what the events that's been going on, I'm pretty sure you have any discussions in your homes with your family members, with your friends, spouses, etc., etc. So it's just one of those things like, again, when you're in this space, you just can't ignore what's going on. And personally, for myself, this here is something that my family and I always talk about. These discussions, so it's always been brought up. These discussions that I have with my daughter, just to hear her side of the story. So it's just one of those things like, it's not new to us, and especially if you're black. You know, personally for myself, especially with the George Floyd situation, it's one of those things like just strange, because these are the things that we've been saying for years. And I know personally myself, growing up in my childhood, I've definitely seen police abuse their authority. I've actually seen them harass kids at 7 years. These boys is probably 7 to 10 years old, just playing outside. So like, I have my own stories where I've seen just growing up. This has been going on for years, and it really shouldn't took George Floyd to die for the whole world to be outraged, because this has really been going on. I feel like it's one of those situations where people thought we were lying, or we were just crying wolf. Like, this stuff really happens. I mean, I'm just thinking about a few years ago at a place I work at, coworkers, and one particular white coworker of mine, you know, I wasn't upset with her because I know just her ignorance. She couldn't believe that a police officer would actually just harass someone because of the color of her skin. And again, you know, as our job as the black coworkers was to educate her, and that's what we did. And it was still hard for her to understand that, you know, and it's one thing we just said, you came from a small town with predominantly white, so you wouldn't understand, and I don't expect you to even understand, because, you know, sometimes people choose to be ignorant, and it's not always out of malicious or just out of being stubborn. It's just because some people really can't comprehend the fact that these things really happen unless they see it with their own eyes. It's just kind of one of those things, like it really shouldn't took, George Floyd should be here. It shouldn't took him to die for the whole world to finally get outraged, you know. And again, it's not to say that I'm not happy to see what's come from this meeting, that, you know, it feels like at one point that a change can possibly happen. I am hopeful, but it's still one of those things that, yeah, we are, you know, we're gonna address this, but it's so much other stuff. There's so much deep stuff that goes on that people are willing to discuss. And then I just don't like the fact that I feel like, too, like, it's just gonna be one of those situations where I feel like people are gonna try to make money off of this whole thing. And to be honest with you, this might step on people's toes, but I just feel like when it comes to the black culture, anything that consists with us, someone's gonna find a way to make a market, a brand, and make money out of it. And that's how I feel. But that's a whole different discussion when I'm talking about. It just, I really want to kind of address what's going on. Again, we have those conversations in our households, and I think it's very important to have those conversations. Continue having these conversations, because once again, we've been having the conversations. We've been seeing what's been happening. All I, you know, and so it's one of those things. Like, there's so much deep stuff to this. Like, even to the point where, you know, to the point where black people don't call the police. Maybe because when we call the police, the situation would get even more crazier, and the person who called the police possibly would get killed as well, the person you call the police on. So it's like so much deep stuff that goes into the situation, and we're barely scratching the surface of it. And but again, like, I'm hopeful, I'm happy that, yeah, it's like really you can't turn your ear, your head to any of this anymore. It's like it's blatantly in your face. Again, we have seen this blatantly in our face for all our lives. So it's a weird time, you know, very weird time. I really always had a problem with this situation, because my thing about it when it comes to black people is like, we're not good enough, but we like the most imitated race there is. When it comes to the consumers, like, we are top consumers who have made other people millionaires and billionaires, but yet we can't get the simple respect of being just a human being. So it's just like little stuff like that, and it just things too, like I've discussed it with white peers of mine, that, you know, some of them are trying to educate themselves on their own, which I really do appreciate that, because, you know, I'm not ignorant to the fact, or, you know, oblivious to the fact that some people just don't know, because it wasn't ever their fight. They felt like it was never their fight. It was never introduced. You think about our school systems, real history, black history is not really taught, and I am fortunate enough growing up that real history, like the history that wasn't in the books, the graphic part that we don't want to discuss, period, we kind of want to sweep on the rug. I was fortunate enough to have white teachers to tell the real truth of what happened to black people that wasn't in our school books. I was super fortunate, and again, most of them came from white teachers. And so with that being said, it's like, we try to have all these classes for these students as they get older, for high school, all these classes with them, but we have yet to incorporate real black history as a class, which I feel like everyone should take that class. Before you leave out of high school, you should have had a true black history class, because my thing, we can't say American history if we don't include all history. And that's the problem I have with America and the government, is the fact that they kind of want to shine their light on the good stuff, but they don't want to shine on the stuff that they did wrong, because it makes them feel some type of way. But it happens, you know, it happens. So my thing is, I feel like we should, while we trying to incorporate all these other classes for these children on how to treat other people, how to manage this, and let's have a black history, a true black history of how, again, we was taken away from a continent, our continent, to be over here with a different language, trying to find our way, and then we was treated like animals. That's stuff, I'm sorry, they all children, all races should be taught. I feel like if we can get to that point and like incorporating and making that a mandatory class, like you make math, reading, and science, I feel like we get to that point too, that can also help people to better understand, like, why black people may address things a certain way, I feel like we have a better understanding what goes on how we work, how we do things. You know what I'm saying? Not just from a good point of view where you can make money off of us, but also from a hurt point of view. So I just kind of want to touch bases on that. And then even like with the COVID situation, you know, how it kind of just came in and interrupted our lives. And yeah, it did. Yeah, it did. But I know for me, I think my last time out was like March 22nd. I really didn't come out the house probably a couple weeks ago. So sometime in June. So I stayed in the house that long. And I took it serious because it's a whole conspiracy theory behind that. That's not to say COVID is not for real. I really feel like it's for real. But on how it was handled, I definitely think it was something behind that, just me personally. But for most part, my family, I would just try to really stay social distancing because that's really important. Because again, with my dental background, and then they talk about airborne, and they saying that we shouldn't wear masks the first time around, I knew there was a bunch of BS in the beginning. So you know, that's a whole nother topic. Just kind of want to address that, touch bases with that, and also share how I'm gonna do this wash and go. But before we get into this wash and go. Alright, love. So this portion of the video is sponsored by Mix Easy. Mix Easy did reach out to me. They wanted me to try their shampoo and conditioner. And since my hair has been suffering with dryness, I want to just give them a try because I do have experience in making my own shampoos and conditioners. But the good thing about it, I can allow them to do the work. So again, with any wash and go, guys, I always say is that it starts with a great foundation. And so with that foundation starts with your shampoo and your conditioner. So I went ahead and wet my hair. And then I added the shampoo. Again, remember, always add the shampoo to your scalp. And I like to work that in by gently massaging my scalp with the shampoo. And then once I'm done massaging my scalp with the shampoo, I'll go ahead and just kind of just rub it down the hair. Because the hair is really, it doesn't really get as dirty at times, depending on what style you've been rocking. So I do that, and I went on and rinsed that out. And then the next step, of course, is the conditioner. So with the conditioner, you always want to start at the ends. So remember, shampoo at the scalp, conditioner at the ends, and you should work your conditioner up to your scalp. And guys, typically with my new technique, I don't really detangle my hair before shampoo. I kind of, depending on what the style is, if it's braids or any protective style, of course I detangle my hair. But it kind of, if it's like one of those things where I'm just rocking a slick back ponytail or just a ponytail, I don't typically detangle my hair. I'll go ahead and just wet my hair, shampoo my scalp, because you shouldn't be washing your hair, your strands aggressively. You should really just be focusing on your scalp and then gently rubbing that shampoo down the strands of your hair. And then I rinse that out. I'll go ahead and condition my hair. And then I detangle my hair as I go. So I put the conditioner on. So this allows the conditioner to sit while I detangle my hair, and then I twist my hair out. And so just cut down with the comb and brush. I kind of like this process better because it do cut down on time. But guys, this conditioner, I love the conditioner. It has so much slip in it. And again, I customize the conditioner so I know what I like. So it has a jojoba seed oil in it. It has argan kernel oil in it as well. So it really does create a great formula for slip and also conditioning your hair. And the fragrance I picked was the honey milk because I really love honey. I love milk. And so I just decided to pick both of the fragrance for my shampoo and my conditioner. Because you know, honey works miracles for the hair. And guys, I don't know if I mentioned, again, those ingredients will be on the side of your bottle. Also, whatever name, so mine's IDNG Dry because I know that my hair is suffering from dryness. And I specifically put that there. So I know anytime my hair is going through this type of phase here, I can use that shampoo and conditioner. And so guys, I will show you how I pick my ingredients out so you can see exactly what ingredients to put into your products. You can choose, I think, up to 5 products for each product here. So let me just show you this. So guys, you want to go to mixandeasy.com, and again, you can customize any of the products that's here on their site. And I picked dry because again, I'm suffering from dryness. And then here, that's when I add my 5 ingredients. So whatever you feel like your hair needs. Again, I kind of know what I like just from the experience of making my own shampoos and conditioners. And so I chose the products that I feel like would best suit my hair for combating this dryness here. And you just want to go ahead. Again, they have a lot of ingredients you can choose from. Key benefits here from these ingredients here. And then you can pick your fragrance here. And then again, I added the name that I like here on this part right here. So you want to make sure you do that as well. So you can definitely see that on your shampoo. And then you just want to add it to your cart. And guys, you don't want to forget to take advantage of the code Alícia, ALICIA, when you check out. And this here, you will save 15% on your entire order. So who doesn't like savings, especially for a customizable shampoo and conditioner? Don't forget to apply, and then you will also see your savings right here before you check out. So guys, please go visit Mix It Easy for your customizable shampoo and conditioner. They also have skincare products as well that you can customize. So I want you to take advantage of my code, again, Alícia, saving 15% off your entire order. Again, it's Alícia, saving 15% off your entire order. And I'll link everything down in the description box. Yeah, guys, so Mix Easy reach out to me before everything protests and everything. So I'm just now getting this video up now. And so one thing I like about it is the fact that you can customize your own shampoo and your conditioner. So make sure you check them out. So now let's get into what I'm about to do. So when it comes to wash and goes, like, one thing about wash and goes, you got to find out what works for you. It's a good thing that you can like look at other people and see how their techniques go, so you can kind of form your own technique. Personally, for me, when I do wash and goes, I do not like my hair to be drenching wet. I don't like that because I feel like if you have more of a tighter curl and you're trying to get a little length from that, I typically like to go with a product that had more of a heavier hold, like a gel or a cream. Mostly I like to use gel because I can always break down the gel with the oil or water. I really want to have that stretch wash and go. You need more of a heavier product to weigh the hair down. And so I typically like to go with gels to weigh the hair down. And what happens if my hair is drenching wet, that will break down the chemical form into the gel, and it'll make it a little bit looser, so I won't get that hole and that stretch that I'm looking for. So I really kind of like what I say, do a dry stretch, which is kind of like on damp hair, or I even sometimes kind of let my hair dry 80% and then do a wash and go. So right now I haven't, again, I'm still in the mood where I'm not doing too much to my hair. And actually for the last few months, especially on quarantine time, I did have my hair braided for most time. But for the last few months, I kind of just been washing it and just that. You know, it's like no fuss, because I was locked in the house. So it's like what I'm going to be doing to my hair. I really could have been taking care of it better for as the moisture, because my hair is really bad right now for as the moisture. So I did attempt to do a wash and go, and I just really didn't like how it turned out. And I don't think it was a new product I tried, but I don't think it was the product. I think it's just because I have to restart my moisture regimen, so I can see the results. So I'm not tripping. Again, I'm not finna make a big fuss, because right now I'm, you know, I got a lot going on. To say not so much bad stuff. I do have good stuff going on, but I'm just saying that I got a lot going on, and I'm just trying to stay focused. And so with that being said, well, even a little small stuff, I just don't want to be a distraction. And sometimes that can be your hair, but you're trying to worry about your hair. And I don't have time for that. I'm not trying to worry about my hair. Okay. I don't want to come out, but I'm just kind of rubbing this good into my hands and putting it on the ends of my hair. And then really I need my, I'm sorry guys, I got a piercing done while on quarantine. My sister did it for me. But right here, this cream is making my hair really soft. Again, my hair has no product on it besides the product I just put on it. And I think I'm going to leave it right here for as the product because I don't want it to, I don't know if, you know, sometimes mixing two different products, I don't know if it's going to turn white. So I'm just sectioning that part out. And then I'm going to take my Shining Gem Black Castor and Flaxseed Oil and put that on my hair. Guys, have any of you guys gained a lot of weight? I know I've gained some weight since quarantine. And it was so crazy. I actually did really, really good in the beginning. Like the first half of us being quarantined, I actually did real good. I even did that drink a gallon a day challenge. Like I was really on my stuff. And then maybe May and April. I want to say May because my birthday is in the beginning of May. I want to say around that time, honey, I was like, and matter of fact, it was around that time of the month. I was like, I lost it. And if you didn't know, I was doing keto. So it was like, I kind of just started eating bread and ice cream. I don't know. I just know I hadn't had that since last year, September, I think. Yeah. I had cut it out in ice cream and milk and bread because like carbs is my weakness. Beginning of the year, that was really, really like a hard time for me. So it was like I was back and forth at the hospital. But and then COVID hit. So it was like, yeah, the beginning of this year was kind of crazy for myself. It was definitely a test of my faith, but anyway, guys, I'm good now. Yeah, so anyway, yeah. So with that being said, I think what kind of started throwing me off a little bit because I was kind of sick. But I'm gonna say one thing though. I feel though. It's like one of those things when you keep falling off on what you're trying to do, you're gonna eventually get tired. So I know I'm eventually get tired because I don't like how I be feeling. Like it's just whatever. And then right now I'm kind of just like bored with food. I don't know if people ever get bored from food like I do, but I get bored from food. Sometimes I just get tired of eating because I feel like I'm eating the same thing. So I really do need some new recipes. Hope y'all can see what I'm doing. And it's like, there's so many videos that I've been just like telling people I was going to do. And it's like, it's not that I haven't did. I'm like, I know I get a lot of times people asking me to do, you know, my, had a part video that I did. I think when I said I did that 3 years ago. And then a lot of people were saying that they wish they would have synced the back part, like me parting the back. Demonstrating a part in the back. And believe me guys, I do see those comments. But I attempt to do that video twice, but it's like it don't come out right. So it's kind of one of the things like I probably just be in the comments trying to tell you how to part the back of your hair. But it's really the same. It's really like how you do the front. Again, just keep that comb steady. And then people asked for years now, a lint check video. I attempt to record that a couple of times as well. Didn't come out right. So I don't know. I just don't know like what's that about. Really need to clip my ends. I think the last time I clipped my ends were I want to say it was in February 16th, I want to say, because that's I think that's around that time was the last time I straightened my hair. And most time, what I just do now, when it's time for me to clip my ends, I kind of just straighten my hair because I like a more precise cut. But I kind of been on this thing where I really didn't want no heat in my hair. And I kind of messed up, not messed up, but I kind of just went on and put some blow dry my hair out a couple weeks ago just because I was in a rush and I couldn't figure out how I wanted to do my hair. And then I couldn't figure out, so I just went on blow dry my hair, threw my hair in a ponytail, and kind of been having my hair like that. So I washed my hair a couple weeks ago, so this is like why I put that in my hair. But I really don't want to put heat in my hair, so I don't know how I'm going to cut my ends. I don't know if I'm going to cut it curly, which I don't like that, me personally, because I don't really wear my hair in the wash and go state as much, so I don't know what I'm going to do. I kind of have my hair stretched out most of the part or blow dry and just kind of do a style from there. So I really, or do a twist out. So I typically don't wear my hair in a wash and go state, so I really don't want to cut it curly. And then too, I don't really like cutting my hair curly because I get different textures of hair, guys. My hair is, like, once I get off here, my hair is way more tighter than it is in the back and in the front. So and I also don't really do my wash and goes like this to let y'all. But since my ends need to be clipped, my hair is tangling up a little bit at the bottom. But, you know, one thing I say to get them curls is really you want to prayer hand it. You kind of just want to clump the curls together and just let the hair fall as is and let the curls do what it want. That's how you can see definition. So I'm not doing praying hands. I'm doing more like praying fingers. But yeah, that's what you see me doing here. And then I'll go in at the roots. And then my hair will definitely shrink more. It's not going to stay. As you can see, it's shrinking. And then I've been kind of trying to, my layers, like, you know, I love layers. But the only thing about it when you have layers and you trying to have length when you wear a wash and go, you know, it shrink up even more. So my hair is growing pretty good. I feel like it could do better if I was actually taking care of it. But I'm not tripping because I know it's my fault. But I'm really trying to have long layers, so I'm trying to grow out my top layers. I'm running out of time with my camera. I gotta clear the card. I don't know why I forgot to do that. But anyway, I forget what I was leaving out on. Yeah, so up here my hair is kind of like, I think 65% dry. Yeah, guys, so I was trying to save some of my battery and my time. Not from y'all, but from my time on my camera. So I'm on this last section here. So again, I don't like raking because you kind of disturb the curl, kind of do the praying fingers, praying hand method, and let go. But again, wash and goes is really important that you have your ends clipped, because with the curls being loose, you know, they like to kind of hang out with each other, tangle around each other, and they can cause those knots that we hate, and also bad tangles. So it's important to kind of keep your ends clear, especially if you're going to be rocking wash and goes in the summertime, because I feel like we mostly like to rock wash and goes when it's warm outside. See, it's a little puffier right here. And so when it's puffy like that, you know that you really don't have enough gel at the roots, which I don't mind puffiness, but I kind of want to control it from the beginning and create my own puffiness. I don't want it in the beginning, if you know what I mean. So that's why I'm going right here. And the gel down right here. Then I can feel the puffiness right here. We'll hold my camera. My camera is about to die. I'm trying to hurry up. And I feel it a little here. So what I'm going to do is go slick it down. Now, flat. You see, guys? It's flat. So you can control that from the beginning. My hair is really, really stretched. Normally don't be this stretched, but guys, when you do that damp hair wash and go, you can get a little of that length going. So the ideal is not to have the hair soaking wet, so it'll pop up like, you know, it'll be you know, stretch. So it won't be, yeah, I think that's what I'm saying. But it's gonna shrink. You know, I don't mind the shrinkage, but I just kind of want some of the length right here. So normally, if I would did this on super dap hair, my hair would be up here. Just to be honest, it's just because my hair shrinks. And again, I don't mind it, but I just, when I'm achieving a certain look, I want to have that look. So guys, it's the final result. So I'm gonna let it air dry. And so what I do, here's my tip, guys, because that's one thing I like stuff. You be seeing people taking your little tips, they don't credit you. And then they got their followers thinking they came up with the idea. Oh, I don't do stuff like that. But anyway, I digress. So what I do is, when I stretch, I only two things. So here's the tip here. So I take my hair, I divide it. So normally what I do is blow dry it a little bit to kind of help that. So I kind of put my hair in these loose buns and put it right here. And the reason I do that, because if you notice, if you try to band your hair, you change the curl pattern of your natural hair. And I don't want to change the curl pattern of my natural hair. So guys, I'm trying to get a ponytail holder. Yeah, I can't stand it because the curls be looking like crinkle. Now, if you're going for that look, and if I was going for that look, that'd be fine. But I'm not going for that look. So I like to stretch it from behind, because right here, you see how my hair will be like really stretched like this. You can even lay it down more if you want the curls to be stretched. Then I put them in these loose buns. So I'm kind of twisting the hair, but not twisting the hair, because again, I don't want to disturb the curls, my natural curls. And I kind of put on these loose buns and kind of let the rest of it dry. I'm going to put this a little tighter. But that's what you do when you know, that's what I do. That's my tip that I always do to stretch my curls. I kind of like lay it flat. Do a bun here, because I want to preserve my curls. I don't want to create a different curl look. A very loose, maybe twice, depending on how your relaxing band stretch. And I kind of just leave it like this and just go throughout my day. If I'm like going somewhere and I'm doing this right before I'm going somewhere, I just get in my car. I have, if it's warm, a little cooler outside, I had the heat going while I got my hair like this. If it's a warm outside, I had a window down to kind of help with that. And once that's happened, once I reach my destination, I kind of take the bands down and I get the look that I'm going for. So that's a tip. That's how you stretch your hair without changing your curls. And guys, this is the final results. Alright guys, if you enjoyed this video, my talk through, my chit chat, let me know. Also, don't forget to check out Mix Easy. I'll link everything down below in the description box if you want to get your own customizable shampoo and conditioner. And on the site, it will have your name if you want to name it. I'll put that down at the bottom. But guys, follow me on Instagram. idngirl on Instagram, and also my art page, art by idngirl. If you like, again, just check out my Teespring store. I will be uploading more art there. I've just kind of been like trying to find my style with my art and stuff, so I definitely will be uploading it there. And yeah guys, again, if you like the video, thumbs up and comment down below if you got anything you want to say about what I discussed in the video, or if you want to share your own tips, how you get a good wash and go, whatever. Just kind of just have a conversation in the comment section down below. Alright guys, see you next time. Bye.